Queen Elizabeth has reigned since 1952 when her father, King George VI, died. The Queen's own ascent to the throne didn't come about in a traditional way. Her uncle, King Edward VIII, made the decision to depart from royal life in 1936, and recently comparisons have been drawn between King Edward and Prince Harry. The main thing King Edward and Prince Harry have in common is that they both married American women who had previously been divorced, Wallis Simpson and Meghan Markle respectively. But in the grand scheme of royal life, King Edward's departure was actually a way bigger deal than Harry's, prompting massive media attention and even conspiracy theories. As part of his role as king, Edward was head of the Church of England. Simpson had been divorced twice, and the Archbishop of Canterbury wouldn't permit a marriage between the two. A compromise was suggested. Simpson wouldn't hold the title of Queen, and any children they had wouldn't be heirs to the throne. However, the idea was rejected, and Edward announced his decision to abdicate in December 1936 so that he could marry Simpson. Edward lived until 1972, but his younger brother and Queen Elizabeth's father, King George, died in his sleep when he was just 56 years old. Because her father had been in poor health for quite some time, Elizabeth had already taken over some of his royal duties. But his death meant that at age 25, she would officially become queen. Edward never had children, so Elizabeth would have still inherited the throne even if Edward hadn't abdicated. But it would have occurred 2 decades later, since Edward outlived his brother and died in 1972. Queen Elizabeth and her husband Prince Philip have 4 children: Prince Charles, Princess Anne, Prince Andrew, and Prince Edward. Prince Charles is first in line for the throne, and it's expected that he will become king when his mother dies. Prince Philip's recent death didn't have any impact on the line of succession. If Queen Elizabeth had died before her husband, Prince Charles would still have been first in line because, as Prince Consort, Prince Philip was never in the line of succession. In the unlikely event that Prince Charles dies before Queen Elizabeth, the line of succession won't change. As Prince Charles's oldest child, Prince William, is second in line for the throne right after his father. So if Prince Charles precedes Queen Elizabeth in death, she'll remain on the throne until she dies or steps down. Then Prince William will become king. In that scenario, it's possible that he'll be named Prince of Wales. The royal title signifies that a person is heir apparent. However, Queen Elizabeth and Prince William could choose to not change his title to Prince of Wales as a gesture of deference to William's father. Title or not, he'd still become king far sooner than anyone expected if Prince Charles dies before Queen Elizabeth. Robert Hazel, Professor of Government and the Constitution at the University College London, summed it all up to Insider, saying, "During William's lifetime, he will almost certainly see his father become king. Only if Charles dies before the Queen would William become king when the Queen dies. If things progress as expected, Queen Elizabeth will predecease Prince Charles, and he'll become king. Prince William will then take the throne when his father dies or steps down. So unless he dies before his father, Prince William will become king." The line of succession also makes clear what would happen if Prince William dies before his father. Hazel told the outlet, "If William were to die before Charles, then on the death of Charles, Prince George would become king. Following Prince George in the line of succession are his siblings, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis. Prior to 2015, Prince Louis would have overtaken his older sister in the line of succession because of his gender. However, the Succession to the Crown Act has gone into effect, and it states that gender won't affect a royal's place in the line of succession. As a result, Princess Charlotte officially made history when her little brother was born in 2018. Prince Harry is 6th in line for the throne. He has not requested a recusal of his spot in line. Next after him is Archie, his and Meghan's son. So even if he had remained fully involved in royal life, it's highly unlikely Harry would have ever come close to becoming king. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about the royal family are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.